Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in with me today. I wanted to talk briefly about songwriting, and more specifically, I want to talk about beginner songwriters and those of you who want to write songs but just really don't know where to start. I was in that spot once before too. I started writing songs back in the 70s when I was a kid, and I've had a lot of time to get better at it. And I'm not a great songwriter by any stretch, but I love writing songs. I absolutely love it. It's my passion. I love the creative process. I love creating something that's emotional, and I love creating something that is going to move somebody in some way. At least I hope that's what happens. And I want to start with saying that songwriting is an art. It's an art form. And art forms are very, very personal, but art is also something that you want to share with other people. But first and foremost, it's personal. It's your art. It's your feelings. It's your inspiration. It's your emotions, right? And so the first thing you want to remember is that when you create something, make it your own, right? Don't try to copy something that somebody else has done. So if you have a song on the radio that you absolutely love, it's your favorite song, and you want to write a song just like that, well, there's already a song just like that, right? You want to write something that's different, something that's yours. So keep that in mind. The other thing that you want to do is you want to find influences, right? So that song that you love, find out who wrote that song, and then find other songs that that person has written, and do that for all sorts of songs that you hear, no matter what type of music it is. My influences vary from pop music to vintage country music that I listened to as a kid, musical theater, classical music, even opera. I grew up around opera singers as a kid. My parents were heavily involved in that. And so I have a wealth of influence that has helped me to create my style. And that's what you want to do. You want to create your own style of writing. It's really, really important, in my opinion, to have your own style. I have a lot of friends around the country and in other countries who are songwriters, and great songwriters. And if you play different songs of theirs that I've never heard, I could tell you who wrote each song, because they all have their own specific individual styles. And it's great. It's fantastic. None of them sound the same. And you want to have your own style. You want to have your unique, personal, particular style. That's really important. And the way to do that, again, is to be influenced by a lot of different types of music and a lot of different types of writers, and use that to help mold your own style. The other thing that you want to do is you want to create a song that's going to, as I said earlier, is going to move people, right? So you want a song to have emotion. You want it to evoke emotion. You want it to take someone to another place or another time, or just a song that's going to well something up in somebody. It's really, really important. And if it doesn't do that for you, there's a good chance it's not going to do it for somebody else. So when you write a song, you want that song to make you feel something. And songs can be personal experience, but they don't have to be. They can be fictional. All my songs are fictional. I don't write from personal experience. But I write songs that make me feel something. And in my opinion, the way to do that is it's a combination of a good chord progression, a good melody on top of that chord progression, and a good lyric. And when all three of those components come together in the right way, they can be magical, truly magical. And that magic comes in the form of creating a feeling or an emotion. And it's very, very powerful. Music is probably the most powerful art form that's ever existed, because it can create so much, so many feelings and so much emotion inside of everybody. And you might have one song and 10 people listen to it, and all of those people are going to feel something different, but they're all going to feel something. And that's just, there's nothing better than that, in my opinion. So you want to make sure that your chord progression, your lyrics, and your melody all create something. They just blend together and flow together so perfectly, and really create something beautiful and magical. And the way to do that is to just keep writing. The more experience you have in writing, the more songs you write, the better you're going to get at your craft. That's the only way to do it. You know, and some people might say, well, this is the formula. This is the songwriting formula you need to write a hit song. Well, if you're only worried about writing hit songs, that's a problem. You have to want to write songs because you love it, because they're inside of you and they have to come out. If the only reason you're writing songs is to, you know, get on the radio or make money, or because it's cool, you're probably not going to get very far. And again, this is just my opinion. But for myself, if I never make a dime on my music, that's perfectly okay. Because that music is important to me. That music is my passion. And as long as I live, I'm going to write those songs because I love it. I absolutely love it. It's what I love to do. And that's, in my opinion, very, very important as a songwriter, that if you never make money, you're still going to write. And so keep that in mind as well. And have fun with it. Just have fun, you know. Don't beat yourself up if you can't come up with a lyric fast enough, or you know, you don't think your song, you know, is the best, or you know, you want to be able to write better, or you want to be able to write like this person or that person. It's going to come. You just have to give it time, and you have to keep writing. That's the biggest thing. The more songs you write, the better they're going to get. And the other thing is, like I said, I have an array of influence, of musical influences, and that's really important, I think, because if you only have one type of influence, you know, if you're only influenced by pop music that, you know, these 2 or 3 writers have done, you're limiting yourself. You're limiting your style. You're limiting your you know, unique ability to be able to write a great song. So I would say get as many influences as you can, as many different types of music as you can, and just open yourself up to that, and experience all different genres and styles, because that's going to make you a better writer. And just make that song your own. Make all your songs your own. Because as I said, songwriting is an art form, and it's your art form. Nobody else's. Nobody else's. It's yours, and you want it to be unique to you. And so I just want to encourage you to keep writing. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to put them in the comments for me, and I'm more than happy to talk, to answer your questions. and be of any help that I can be. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Keep writing. Just keep writing and have fun with it and make it your own. And we'll talk to you soon.